You need to do this today to protect your iPhone and your Apple account from thieves. Now, if you have photos and videos and text messages on your phone and you don't want a thief just coming into your iPhone, stealing all those, or preventing you from getting back into your phone, I'm going to walk you through the entire process on how these thieves are getting into iPhones and how you can basically protect your phone to make sure they can't get in there and lock you out. Now, there are some articles on here. And you can see it says Apple responds to report about thieves permanently locking out iPhone users. And you can see that the Wall Street Journal has published an article on this. And essentially, thieves are making use of the recovery key security option. Now, if you're not necessarily familiar with what that is, I'm going to walk you through what it is and how to make sure no one can access it. So let's head into these settings here on your phone. And then just tap on your name at the very top. Now, once you're in here, you can see the second option is sign in and security. So let's tap on that. You'll notice sometimes it will ask you for the password for your phone or passcode. But now that we're in here, all you need to do is tap on under security, change password. Now it says enter your iPhone passcode. So this is the big culprit. So I can enter the passcode here for my iPhone and it will verify everything. And now it will allow me to change the password on my Apple account. So just by knowing the passcode on my iPhone, anyone can come in here and change my Apple account password. But that's not all. They could come in here and change that. But they could also come in here and hit add email or phone number and add their email address or their phone number. And they could basically go into any of these other emails and they could hit remove from account. So essentially, a thief can get into your iPhone. They can change your Apple ID password. They can remove the email address and phone number that you could use to recover your account. And on top of that, they're using the recovery key to permanently lock people out. So if you tap on recovery keys here, essentially what this does is it sets up a 28-character code that will allow anyone access to this account as long as they have that code. And as long as they have created that code and you don't know what it is, there is no way that you can contact Apple and get your account back. Essentially, they've permanently stolen all of your information, your photos, your videos, your text messages, all of that stuff. You won't be able to get access back to it. However, there is a process that you can go through to make sure no one can do this. And what we're going to do is go all the way back out of here, and we're going to scroll down until you find screen time. So tap on screen time here. And now you can see at the very bottom is content and privacy restrictions. Now, normally screen time is used if you have a kid and you essentially don't want them to access adult content or to play certain games. But what we're going to use is a trick on here to make sure even if your phone is stolen by a theft, then essentially they can't get into and change that information. So let's hit content and privacy restrictions. And you want to make sure this is turned on. So if it's turned off, just turn this on. Now, the next thing we will do is we will scroll down and you can see allow changes to. We're going to tap on accounts here and hit don't allow. This says disallowing changes prevents adding or removing or modifying accounts in passwords and accounts. Now, let's also go back and tap on passcode and Face ID. And we're going to hit don't allow for this as well. So essentially what we've done is made sure that based on this screen time setting that is turned on, you cannot change that account information. You can't change the password for your Apple account. You can't change the recovery email or phone number or recovery keys. But now here's the secret trick. Let's go back out of here. And then you can see lock screen time settings. So you're going to tap on that. You need to enter in a screen time passcode. So this needs to be different from the passcode that you use to unlock your iPhone. So essentially you're creating both a password to unlock your phone, but also a secondary password to make sure there are no changes that can be made to your Apple account from a thief or someone that stole your account. So enter in a password here Keep in mind, again, this needs to be different from your normal password. And then on here, we're just going to enter in the email address associated with your Apple account. So let me enter that in now. Hit continue, and I'll enter in that password. And keep in mind, by doing this, by entering in this password, essentially, we're using your Apple account to recover if you ever forget this screen time passcode. Now, I'll show you that it's working. Let's go back out of here. And then at the very top, you can see Trevor Nace. I can't tap on it anymore. It's completely grayed out. So even if someone gets access to my iPhone, they know the passcode, or they force themselves in, they basically guess a bunch of different ones, or they have a device to randomize and guess a bunch of different passwords. If they force themselves into my iPhone, they cannot tap on the name at the very top. Now, if you have this on and you wanted to go in there, all you need to do is scroll down to screen time. Scroll down and tap on content and privacy restrictions, and then just go in here and switch these both to allow. But you know this passcode. This is the secondary passcode just for screen time. And then you can go to accounts and switch this to allow as well. And just like that, you can make changes. But keep in mind, after you do make changes, go back into here and switch these back both to don't allow, so that if anybody steals your iPhone, they cannot go in and change all of those things. They won't be able to permanently lock you out of your very own iPhone and all of the data associated with your iPhone. I hope this helps. If it did, hit the subscribe button down below. Really helps me out. Thanks, guys.